Hello, hello, everyone. This is Racer Ramon with another edition of Keeping It Fresh Friday with Senior Life Insurance Company and the Blake Group. Man, I tell you, I'm super excited to be here today. We've been waiting to get back on track with Keeping It Fresh. As you know, I love to do the show. I love my guests, and it's going to be a very, very, very special day. So we're definitely excited, inspired, and motivated. Here we go. I have a very special guest today. I've been dying to have her on the show. This young lady has energy. She started back with us in October of 2020, about 16 months ago. She's an honorable recipient of the 30K award. For those of you that don't know what that is, that means that this lady wrote $30,000 in production in one single month. She personally wrote over $160,000 in production last year, right? On top of that, hear me out, people. She's doing it part time. This lady's putting full time numbers on a part time basis. Talking about a champion, talking about a 10-foot giant that's just taking this final expense space to a whole new level. And check this out. Last week, she wrote over $10,000 in production, making her number one, not just at the Blake Group, but also at Frias Insurance Group. Man, I tell you, I'm excited for this young lady. I'm so fired up about the relationship that we're building, the friendship that we have, the love and affection that we have for each other, and the respect. And I couldn't be more excited to bring up to the stage Ladybug, Miss Dina Lampley. What's up, D?
Hola, Jefe.
Hola, D. How are you?
I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Never. I don't believe that I have. No, I haven't. That's a huge milestone. So I'm gushing in it for the moment. Being number one in TBG. Wow, that's extraordinary. I'm super excited.
And you should be, and you deserve it. I mean, you work really, really hard. You love what you do, and you bring a lot of passion into it. And now you're seeing those results. So I cannot wait to get going with this interview. So I just want people to know a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about you, about your background, what you're currently doing or did in the past. Just tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, okay. Well, accounting. Um, most of my life I've been in accounting and management. Mom, have three sons. Spent 1 years married, and now I'm not. So, post my divorce, I was looking to build my retirement so I could take care of myself. So I got my insurance license. I still do accounting. I have a full time job here, a government job that I do, and I build my business part time afterwards.
Got you. So, why senior life? What attracted you the most about this opportunity?
Definitely, you guys were leading the industry in telesales, and I had had my insurance license for 3 years, and just it wasn't working out for me. Literally 1 month after I got my insurance license, my mother had 7 strokes, and my brother and I had to take custody of her. So so that was that the timing of all that. But my thought process was build this business and then it'll free me up so that I can take care of my family like I need to. So I spent a couple years not doing telesales, and my personal life really didn't allow me to drive around. I mean, I went everywhere in Florida driving around, made minimal sales, and then was adding to my expenses as opposed to making money. And whenever I seen Senior Life and that they were advertising telesales, and I was being told, literally told, because I was like, "Can we do telesales? Can we do telesales? Can you help me do telesales?" No, that was the answer. No, this is the way we have to do it. And when I seen that Senior Life was doing it, and then you called me, and I just remember that conversation, Hefan. I don't know if you do, but I immediately I knew this was it. Immediately. So I'm not surprised.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm going back to that day when I did call you back in October. And, this is what I do. This is what we do for a living. I talk to people every day. Some of them I'm on the phone 2 minutes. Some of them I'm on the phone 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I was on the phone with you for about an hour.
I
And
remember.
we didn't know each
Thank
other.
you.
We definitely, and obviously, what I remember the most when you said, I will not let you down. Most importantly, I will not let myself down. And I am not a quitter. I never forget
Mm,
that. And I hear that passion on that voice. And obviously, you proving in yourself right that you're a champion, you're not a quitter. And look at you now, how much you've grown. I mean, and what you're doing is just admirable. I respect you so much for that. And the tenacity that you have and the passion towards this business is definitely showing. Definitely showing. So, again, I'm really
thank.
grateful for that. Definitely.
I'm grateful for the opportunity. This is not an opportunity to pass over. You say passing over opportunity repeatedly is poor. Literally, I refuse. We can't go wrong with this opportunity. It's everything. I'm not. I am so serious about this business, and I think the numbers do prove that because the sky's the limit. The telesales just started. What? And we're
Yeah.
getting in on the. Oh my goodness! People, I. I'm just grateful. That's all I can say. I'm grateful.
The I always talk about individuals like yourself, Shingai, Day, Yvette, and some of the others, top producers, that are taking full advantage of the opportunity. And also people, you have to take full advantage of an opportunity when it's put in front of you that has the right vehicle, right? The right individuals, the right product, the right compensation plan. I mean, everything is laid out. And all you have to do is run on that red carpet. That's how I call it. So you guys are walking and running the red carpet, just making it happen and taking full advantage of the opportunity. I mean, that makes you smart. you know,
1,000%.
that smart. And another thing I want to ask you, uh, not only you taking care of your mother, and I heard you when you said 7 strokes. That's you have a full plate. You have a full-time job. You're taking care of your mother, and you're still doing incredible in this business. Why? How?
It's a process. I took a deep breath because, whew, we see you, okay, coming to this country not even speaking English well, okay. Love that. That's so powerful. Shingai, she's not only my mentor, she literally is my big sister. She's everything to me. The support structure that we have here. If I hold myself accountable to my life.
Mm,
I have a choice. You understand?
mm,
We all do. Okay. I hold myself accountable to my time and understand that whatever I dedicate my time to is what my future, my immediate future is going to breed. Like it's planting a seed. If you make the right choice to go in the direction to get yourself out of a situation that you need to, or you can just wallow in it, do nothing, remain there, or worse.
wow.
Okay. I should get up and do what I need to do. The activity is critical. It's a learning process. You have to look. Each individual is different. All of our circumstances are different. But if you write down a 24-hour day, you're going to find time where you can insert activity, and that's what I did. It was very methodical. Um, I even got to the point where I stopped going to the grocery store. Like every time you turn around, somebody wants this or somebody wants that in the house. So I was running back and forth to the store. It got that real that I refused to do that. Like you have to control your secondary activity. I
Mm,
I wanted to commit to my business in that way. if you're not doing everything in your power to adjust your schedule, your lifestyle, your thoughts, all of that, and gear it toward your dreams, you're never going to win. That
Ooh.
is, those are critical. You have to do that. It begins with you and it ends with you. And that is what's making me smile right now, because I've never had my own business ever in my life. And to be able to
Wow.
do that with no sales background, that's a testament to the support and the structure and the system that I have in my life right now. I'm
Wow.
48 years old. Never
Wow.
had that. I've always busted my butt and I've excelled at my jobs. Yes. But now I get to do that for me. That's awesome. That's game changer.
Awesome is everything that you said. We can end this interview right now. I mean, it's like, I mean, you touch on so many things that are just logical. That if everyone will understand that, like Doug and I always talk about, most people just don't understand it. They don't get it. That we are in control, right?
Yeah.
We are the ones responsible to get ourselves out of whatever situation we are in, right? Success doesn't happen to you, it happens because of you.
There
And
you go.
once I understood that, it's like, wow, I just got to stay on track and keep doing my job. Yes, we're going to have our ups and downs. Well, welcome to life, you know. But
Exactly.
the fact that you get, girl, you have no idea the amount of success that you're going to have here with us. And I want to be there to celebrate with you. And I will be there to celebrate with you. And I will help you every step of the way because you're a champion.
Thank you, Hefe. I know what's happening though. I was telling Shingai, it's happening. It's no longer a dream. I Yeah. I would really encourage anyone to just put in the activity. Start there. You know, and then you have to have the understanding that, no, broke money does not make money. Like, you have to invest in this thing. And if you're on the daily calls, if you're plugged in, right? If you My mentor is my is everything to me. So and then you have a we all have a proper order here. We're all here for a reason. I don't want to miss any of it. I'm trying to learn everything I can possibly learn as quickly as I can possibly learn it, because we're here already. That's how quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that is how quick. It's 1 year. 1 year. And
Wow.
I no stress in here about whether I'm going to be okay. I know.
Ooh.
1 year. Part
Wow.
time. So get ready. I'm coming full
Wow.
time.
You're getting me fired up right now, D. That's what I'm talking about. What? Nothing. 1 year.
Going
So,
down.
on that same line, you are extremely teachable, coachable, organized, and disciplined. What exactly that comes from?
Yeah, babe, I'm going to flip that question on you, okay? Because you taught me that perfection is the enemy to all income. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't do anything perfectly anymore. That's how I got out of my head to start dialing. I can't do, like, I was a perfectionist. I didn't do coming on camera with wet hair. I didn't do that. None of that. I wanted everything to look dress right dress. Now I feel it's so freeing. Now I don't care. I'm here. I'm clean. I'm presentable. All that other stuff, I'm not worried. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to spend 30 minutes wasting on putting on makeup in the beginning of the day. I don't have time for none of
Ooh.
that. That's dowling. Okay? I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be ripping and running and going shopping and spending money. I'm building money, flipping that money, investing that money right back into my business. That's how you get to 166K. Okay?
Woo.
Because it's just, to me, where I come from, it's a blessing to be here. I
Wow.
won't end up there.
Man, I tell you, you reach. I'm always inspired. I'm fired up, but you just fire me up even more. And I always say, I'm more excited than ever. 7 years in final expense, and I'm just getting started. And individuals like you is one of the many reasons why I do what I do. Really, one of the many
Yes,
reasons.
that's
So, my
thank you.
goodness. So the how important do you think it is to stay focused, to stay consistent during this entire process?
It's critical. It's critical because I will tell you that, be careful what you ask for. We're all looking to become millionaires, yes. But, when you're plugged in, you see, because we have a platform where everybody openly shares, like, you see the tears, you see the struggles, you hear the stories. How can you not be moved by that? How could you not? And to see hearing is one thing. Seeing to our mind registers completely differently. I am seeing sacrifice and success everywhere I look with this company, even with myself, with my family, my circumstances. You understand? Like everything has changed. When my mom used to always say, association brings assimilation, right?
Hmm.
I am associating with millionaires. I am associating with highly productive individuals. There's no way. Being connected with you in Shanghai, my immediate, has changed my life. The positivity I get in that alone, if it was not for Shanghai believing in me and repeatedly telling me that until I believed in myself.
Wow.
Now I do. Now I can pay her back forever.
Wow.
She is
Wow.
that. Sales, no sales, none. And Hefe, I'm super shy.
Yeah.
This is me. But I'm out of my comfort zone. I do not care. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. Period. Look at Jen. Look at Alka. Look at David. Look at you. Look at Shingai.
Wow. Wow.
I see that every day. The only way to see that every day is to stay plugged in every day.
Wow. I'm telling you, you're a 10-foot giant. I mean,
I know.
the,
I'm so
it's just crazy to me. And again, the money's great, right? But it's to seeing someone developing the way you are developing, adding value to people. That's my whole calling, right? Because again, I always said the money is a byproduct, and the money is great, but you touching lives. We helping clients. We helping agents. Now you're starting to build your agency. I mean, it's just like, wow. It's extremely motivating for me. It's extremely amazing what you're doing and how you're doing and how you believe in yourself. Because I'm all about believing. I always talk about you've got to believe. And then you back it up with activity, desire, enthusiasm, and everything else that goes behind it. But believe is powerful. Believing is powerful. And you have that belief, nobody's gonna take that away from you. No one.
it's but I think what is so special is that as a person, it's important to me to help people. I'm an M. So
Right.
it I get to help people and help myself in the process. It's done. Like I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to do anything else. This is the year of the double up. I have no problem in saying that because I know that. You know, a process is there for a reason so that we can look back, reflect, and do better. And I've already done those assessments, wrote those goals down, and it's done.
It's done.
Done. Yeah.
Done.
And it's not about chasing money at all. It's my clients, what I've been hearing lately from them, when I'm talking with them at the end of their calls is I'm hearing repeatedly how they were so grateful that I took the time to explain to them and really let them understand what benefits they're getting in place and how helpful it is. And, and speaking to them in a way where, if they have questions, take the time to answer it, and find out what they need, what they want, and make clear the difference to them. You know, you may want this, but however, this is what you need. I always start from there. This is what you
Hmm.
need. Anything else? Okay. But it's super important what we do. Super important.
I just thought of something as you're talking and I'm listening to you. Your name is Dina with a D, and you have the three D's in place. You have desire, you have discipline, and dedication,
Mm,
which is powerful to me, right? So now that you got all the D's going on for you, Mrs. D, what does it really take? Let's break this down now because I want everybody to understand. What does it really take to become a part time, needless to say, just even if it's full time, successful telesales agent? What does it really take, Miss D?
okay, so activity, and I think that making sure that you have leads, even if it's door knocking, whatever you got to do, you have to be presenting in order to sell. You have to. So activity, and I want to speak to part timers, just because uh, the reason why I did it part time is because I had no other choice. With the dynamics and the responsibilities I have, I didn't feel comfortable. At the time, I didn't have that belief in myself. Now I do. Now I'm doing differently. But to anyone who feels like they couldn't, I would say states, and this is where even if you need money initially, you have to reinvest that money. I think when I did that, adding states and not holding back on purchasing leads, as soon as I would get my paycheck, I was flipping it.
Smart.
That is how I did it, because you just create a wave of money that eventually just doesn't catch up.
Hmm.
It doesn't catch up. So, um, you know, and that's where I found power in activity, and I started adding states. I added states in the time zones that would give me extended time on the back end when I got off of my day job. Okay. I
Wow.
picked up 24 states in 1 year. And that was
Wow.
my thought process initially, was picking up as many states that was going to give me extended time on the back end. And then as the money starts coming in, just quickly reinvesting on that. And um, I took the route of purchasing TV and live transfers. That's all I do. Um, I took the more expensive route. You would think that since I needed this extra money so much, that I would do otherwise. No, I went all in, and I
Hmm.
started getting the premium leads because I felt like I would be able to maximize my time better in that way. Not that I don't feel like I couldn't sell someone else that doesn't have as much intent, but it's just I wanted the numbers. I needed the numbers, so I spent the money. And fast forward, we're here.
And you know, and again, I'm going to go back to this interview, but that's what people need to understand, that this is real. You can touch it, you can feel it, and ultimately anybody can do it. But they have to put their minds to it and get out of their head. We always talk about that. So many talented people see this opportunity, but they don't do anything with it because they believe that there's no security when it's quite the opposite. The security is here. If you truly focus and believe that you can get it done and just follow the system, there's a system that's laid out. They don't have to reinvent anything coming here to Senior Life in the Blake Group. They just have to apply themselves and go do it every day. I mean, look at our mentor and leader, Doug Blake. Started here with Senior Life 8 years ago. Look where he's at today. and we don't make income claims, but we know how well he's doing, how well we all on the way to get to where he at, with an agency now producing over $7 million in production per year. That's huge. And he started
But
with one door now. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, right? So D, tell me three things or attributes that makes you who you are.
mm, I definitely feel like I am determined. Determination. I'm a fighter, and I believe in myself. I truly believe that whatever I put my mind to in this business, I'm going to accomplish. It's just being able to go through those steps and persevere when it gets hard. Emotionally, even you know we're I'm initially in the first year, of course, cost and income, to be able to build the business is going to play a factor, but also um, making sure that you're healthy mentally. Mental health is huge in this as well, like with being able to control your mind and those thoughts. You know, sometimes I do CrossFit 5-6 days a week, to de-stress. It's important. Um, so just adjusting and learning and growing and, trying to become like you guys. But I know it's not going to be easy. Otherwise, everybody do it. I know it's not,
Yeah,
but
I love
I
what
do
you're
it.
saying. How my mind thinks. You posted in a group chat the other day. By the way, I went to work. I took care of my mom. I went to CrossFit and I wrote 3 apps. What's your excuse? Right? I mean, and people, oh, I'm struggling. Well, I mean, look at everything that Dee's doing, and she's getting it done. You be posting at midnight. You're like, I love my business. I just down California and I just wrote an app. I mean, you're making it happen, D. You're making it happen. So proud of you.
How
Wow.
happened? How else? How else? I'm not worried about the. I've never played the lottery. No. This is happening. This is it.
It is to be, it's up to D, right?
Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that.
You got to write that down. You know me, I love my quotes, and I'm going to ask you about a quote in a minute. But tell me two, three agents that come to mind that has inspired you the most here with Senior Life on the Blake Group. Two
Oh
or
my
three agents,
goodness.
whatever you
Shingai Guerrera, Bianca,
want.
Jen. One,
Mm.
two, three. Boom.
Wow.
Boom.
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 Three of the finest right there. Wow.
Yes.
Powerful. Powerful. So, the what advice do you have for a new and or existing agents that are struggling a little bit, that are just getting in? What advice do you have for them?
To do a mirror check. Literally look themselves in the mirror, assess the first 24 hours of their day, find the loopholes where they could insert activity, grind it out no matter what, and don't allow, when you put activity on your schedule, stick to it. If it's not, if the house ain't burning down, I mean, and literally within you could change the the way that your business is going. Like the money will start coming so quickly within 2 weeks. Like if you take off a week, that's two you're going to be grinding to make up. But if you do the opposite and go all in just for 2 weeks, they're going to see so much reprieve from just that alone. But they have to look at their schedule and figure it out and stick to that. That is just so much to me. That's the simple thing to do, because it's not going to be, oh, this lead was this and the third, or oh, like my mentor didn't get back to me in time. It's none of that. It's you control this thing. You figure it out. I appreciate that, Shingai and I are both the same in that sense, as we don't discuss things to discuss the problems. We discuss things to get to the resolution, okay, and move on from there. Find, resolve your own life. 24 hours. adjust, repeat. It'll all get better from there. I lost you on audio, I think, Hefe. I can't, yep, I can't hear you, Hefe.
Hey, Dina, I'm not really sure what happened there with Ramon, but maybe you could just leave us with a little inspirational thought or quote to give people some motivation. Really appreciate you and thank you so much for today.
Oh no, Doug, I thank you for the opportunity. I mean that to my heart.
My pleasure. So, anything
Yeah,
you'd like to
so
say to everybody before we sign off here?
yes, sir. My quote. I'm a quote person too, but my quote for last year that I focused on daily, wrote down daily, was "Where your focus goes, your energy flows." So I focused on the things that were going to allow me to accomplish my dreams, period. Daily. I mean daily. That's how, like, even if you sometimes you have to do it minute to minute, but where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I would just encourage anyone today to assess what they're focusing on and ensure that it aligns with what they want their near term and long term future to look like. And as long as they do that, it's done.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dina. Thank you so much, Ramon, for another great episode of Keeping It Fresh Friday. A little audio problem, but that's all good. Thank you so much, both of you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you all. God bless.
Guys.